Yes, it is going down. The first Ski Locker of 2013, coming to you live from my store, Beverly Hills Tradition, inside the Beverly Center, as always. Now, we got a lot of stuff today to catch you up on. First up, we're going to compare the brand new Jordan 5s that drop later this year with the last release they came out with. We're going to also showcase one of my favorite shoes of the year, the Shield Pack LunarGlides. We've got some new Roshe Runs. Of course, the brand new Air Max collections, the Air Max 90 OGs and EM, plus the Air Max 97 Premiums. And we'll catch you up with some of the latest Jordans that just dropped right here on Ski Locker coming up next. Yeah. All right, so we're going to start it off today with one of the more anticipated shoes of the early part of 2013, the Jordan 5 in the fire red colorway. Now, we're going to compare the last Jordan 5 in a similar colorway that released. Obviously, some of the colors are inverted between these two shoes, but the biggest difference you're going to notice on this year's version is the lack of the 23, and that's how they originally came out. So I actually prefer it without the 23. I think it's just a little bit cleaner. Some people prefer the 23. It's funny, when I posted a picture of these, people were saying they're fake because they don't have it, so get your shoe knowledge up. But anyways, in terms of quality, I was actually pleasantly surprised, especially with these. These kind of yellowed pretty quick, and I wasn't too happy back in the day. They creased up pretty quick, and as you can see, whatever. Jordan Brand definitely seems to have stepped it up with this release. Now, they've actually changed some of the shape of the toe box, which you can kind of notice in the way, the shoe fits. It's a little more comfortable than usual. Another welcome addition, you might not be ready to see, but is new Jordan boxes. Now, you might think these are the Jordan 4 boxes, but no, they actually open out. And if you notice, the top is very thick, and the little, print on the box itself, is seen less, but they open a different way. Definitely glad that Jordan's actually, increasing the quality of boxes and stuff, especially as they increase the quality of the shoe, or the price of the shoe, but overall it's a dope shoe, very clean, very simple, classic. You got the reflective 3M on the tongue. Quality is good. We haven't obviously been able to see how they will hold up in terms of yellowing on the bottom. The Jordan 5s are very notorious for it, but definitely a great pickup. Not quite the grapes, which we'll showcase in a future episode of Ski Locker. I'm still wearing my old ones now, but great shoe for the year. So now let's run through the rest of the Jordans real quick. Now, these aren't new, you've seen these. It's the Jordan 1, the original colorway. Quality in these was surprisingly good and stuff as well. Seems like Jordan's definitely stepped their stuff up, especially with the boxes. So you gotta love it. It's the original Air Jordan 1 box, which is, the selling point of the shoe for us collectors. You have to have it with that. Another one that came out is the OG ones. Instead of having this Jumpman on the tag, and on the back, it doesn't have anything on the back, it has a Nike Air sign. And this is obviously Knicks colorways. Carmelo's the Jordan Brand athlete in New York, so if you look on the inside, you can actually see the Melo Big Apple logo. Now, this again comes with an original box. It doesn't say Jordan, it says Nike, so it's actually a real original box, not like a mock one. These are $140, which, for a Jordan 1, it's not a shoe that's worth that much money. That's the only negative, but I guess because it's original, they're increasing it. You're going to see this to follow with the Jordan 3s that come out later this year with the Nike sign. It's the Jordan 3 OGs. They're going to be $200. Next up, these just dropped and sold out instantly everywhere. The black and red playoff 13s. Now, the 13s are one of my favorite shoes. Great basketball shoe overall, other than the grip. I always had trouble playing in these as a kid with just the grip. They'd always slide a little, but super comfortable overall. Quality is decent. It's not the full 3M underneath like you'd like to see, and like the originals were. They also crease pretty easily. I barely worn these and they're starting to crease already, but all 13s have always been like that. Still one of my favorite Jordans ever. Now let's keep it moving. Let's focus on some of the new Air Maxes releasing. Now Nike's focusing a lot of attention on the Air Max this year, which is great to me. I'm a huge Air Max head, especially for the Air Max 90. So let's kick it off with the Air Max 90 OG. That's literally the title of it. It's the white and infrared one and gray, that the first Air Max 90 color and the kind of the classic one. Now, this OG colorway basically takes the original shoe, original materials. It also adds, this is not yellowed, these are brand new. They actually come a little yellowed. The bottom is weathered with this little white thing, which is kind of a cool novelty feature. But when you think about it, or when you show it to people that aren't sneakerheads, or when you're just wearing it, it doesn't really match or go well. So I'm not a huge fan of Nike releasing OG models that are already basically yellowed. I kind of get the concept and it makes sense, but to the average person that doesn't know what it is, it's not cool. And you want white shoes, you don't necessarily want yellow ones. So Just my 2 cents, even though it's all classic, original. One of the best shoes ever. I just pick them up because they're Air Max 90 infrareds. I'll grab them no matter what they are. Now next up is a new model of the Air Max 90. It's the EM version, which is engineered mesh. Now it basically takes the original Air Max 90 design, it updates it with engineered mesh throughout, so it's a little more lightweight, a little more breathable, different materials. Doesn't necessarily look quite as good as the original Air Max 90s in my opinion, but compared to the OGs, I tend to like it because it doesn't have any yellowing. It's all white. It's definitely a futuristic take on the Air Max 90. Some people haven't loved them. I tend to think they're great. It's not quite as good, again, as the original or as even, the Hyperfuse premium ones, but it's a great shoe nonetheless. It's close enough. You're just looking at little details, and they actually look really good and almost futuristic on your feet. So I kind of like the engineered mesh, the whole EM concept Nike's doing with the Air Max line, and especially the Air Max 90. Now, one different thing about this shoe that you'll notice, the colors are a little different. So you kind of see, the back is more orange. I don't know if the camera picks it up. It's weird. The back is a lot more orange. It's kind of awkward when you look at it and you see orange on the back, and the rest of the shoe isn't that. So one thing to be aware of, one thing, quality control. It's all good. We'll keep it moving. Right here, it's the Air Max 97 Premium. The Air Max 97, again, is one of my favorite shoes. Now, this looks almost like the original. It's just upgraded with different materials. It's almost like the engineered mesh thing again. It's really not enough to know the difference between the original Air Max 90 when you hold them hand in hand. Mine are falling apart. I'll show you a picture of them soon, but one of my favorite shoes, the Air Max 97. As we keep it moving, let's get to some Roshe Runs. Now, the Roshe Run was the kind of highlight surprise shoe of 2012, and they're back for 2013 in a ton of colors. First up, this is the Premium Energy Drop, so this is kind of a more limited shoe. It definitely stands out and looks cool. It doesn't really have the flair some of the original Roshe Runs though to me. Also, the way the material is up here, it's kind of easier to crease up and looks a little funny. Like, these haven't even been worn, but they're kind of creased up. Nonetheless, a cool looking shoe, definitely something different. Another Roshe Run that just came out is the Woven, which I was super excited about when I heard about these. However, I just personally don't love the all black. There's no white anywhere else. I'm not a big fan of this one, to tell you the truth. I had high expectations. It's not against the quality. The quality is actually better in terms of not creasing up and things like that. It's just the actual style and design. So, hey, if you can pull it off, it looks good, but just be careful. Put them on your feet, try them on first. Still a great shoe, just I don't love this colorway with the woven all black. If it was white kind of on the bottom, it might be something different. Just my 2 cents. Now let's finish it up with one of my favorite shoes right now. And this is kind of a surprise, and I've been wearing the hell out of these. It's the LunarGlide 4 Plus. If you actually look underneath it, it's all 3M material. So these like glow on your feet when you're walking under certain lights. Plus, it's the shield pack, which is made for almost running and working out in the winter. So it's basically, your foot's not gonna get wet in it. Everything, you kind of have like an inner booty that protects you. It's actually really warm. I was wearing these, and I wore these on the sideline of the Packers game when I was out at Lambeau Field watching my Vikings lose, but super comfortable, kept me really, really warm. It's a really warm shoe, great shoe for the winter. It is very bold, but the reflectiveness of it, it's literally 3M all underneath is incredible. One of my favorite shoes. You can see the H2O water repellent notice on the tongue, but super comfortable. I love the lunar cushioning. Great shoe. Do not sleep on these. These are only available at Nike Town. I don't even think you can get them online, so go try to grab a pair. So that kicks off our first Ski Locker of 2013, coming to you again live from Tradition inside the Beverly Center. I'm DJ Skee. Enjoy your Jordan 5s. Good luck catching up on the Jordan 1s and 13s if you haven't. Make your pick on the Air Max 90s. Roshes are okay. Wait, they have a lot more colors coming out this year. I prefer the Energy over the woven ones, and hopefully these 5s stop yellowing, the original ones. We'll be back with more Ski Lockers soon, including the grape ones of these. We'll compare the new version from this year versus the first retros, and a lot more. Make sure you tune in to 365 Days of Ski Locker on my Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and website, djskee.com. I'm putting up a new shoe every single day. I'll see you at Beverly Center. We're out.